Cool. Okay, I think we're live. Just gonna chill for a minute here and wait for some of you guys to arrive. Hope everyone's got a beer. Hey Moss, how's it going? We'll wait for a few people to come and then we'll jump into the project. Hey PSI, how's it going? Melodics are drinking tea. I think it's extremely early in New Zealand. I'm not sure what the time is. Isn't it like, what time is it, Melodics? It's super early, isn't it? So yeah, a bit early. 8 a.m. Oh geez. Hey Tom, how's it going? I like the heart as well. Amazing. Hey Mark. This is my first ever Twitch, guys. So yeah, I'm quite excited actually. I feel like a bit of a king here with my mouse, my cameras, my screen. Hey Sound of Ricka, how's it going? Yeah, just chilling really. Gonna talk you guys through this whole Ableton session. Oh, thanks Tom. Woohoo. Paper Tiger. Yep. Gosh, this track, I am excited to talk about it and also play these melodics lessons because they are so much fun. So yeah, I'll give it a few more minutes. And I guess Sarah from Melodics, she's amazing. Let me know when it's good to probably get going. Hey, Barras Kid. Thanks for coming. I should probably introduce myself as well, but yeah, I'll give it another minute and I'll wait for some more people to arrive. Hey Ryan, how's it going? Give it another minute. Cool, man. Yeah, cool. So we've got Ryan, Tom, Moss, PSY, I should say. Yeah, this is cool because when I did my last stream, I couldn't see any of the chat. What am I drinking? I've got a San Miguel. San Miguel, it's nice and cold. It's quite embarrassing how much of these I've drunk over this lockdown actually, but it's all right once in a while, isn't it? Hey Nuno, he's my friend from Portugal. Thanks for joining. And Mark as well, just signed up for Andrew's monthly class, amazing. Hey George. Thanks for coming guys, thanks for tuning in. So we've got, so far, Sarah's on the T in New Zealand. I'm on the San Miguel in the countryside. I'm really, really far east of London at the moment, the furthest you can go. That's where I'm hanging out in lockdown. It's pretty nice actually. I've got to say, I'm not actually looking forward to going back to London after hanging out in this amazing place for the last couple of months. Hey Gabrielle! Yes girl, you got your tea, amazing. Tea, beer. Hey Rykard, hope I'm pronouncing all your names correctly, guys. Yeah, tea and biscuits. Do you know what, guys? The cat, he's not in here now, but I just had some biscuits, right, with some butter on, and the cat came in and started licking the biscuits with the butter on. So, yeah, let's just say I'm not going to be eating them. Tea, right, it's looking like most people are on the tea. Yeah, let us know where you are, guys, in the world. Obviously, I'm in Europe. Sarah from Melodics is in New Zealand. And, but yeah, I might just, oh, Spain. Nice to see you, Sally. California, amazing. France. Wow, the internet is cool sometimes. It's definitely cool. Dublin, Scotland, Argentina, Phoenix. Wow, this is amazing. Russia, Germany. This is so cool, guys. I hope my English is clear for you. I've got a Welsh accent, so it's a lot nicer than an English accent. No offense, Tom. So hopefully you'll be able to understand me a bit more clearly. Sorry to all my fellow British there. All right, guys. I think I'll kick it off. For those of you who are here from Melodics, I'm Rachel K. Collier. I'm an electronic producer and performer. I'm also a self-releasing artist. I've been producing my music and releasing it now for about 3.5, 4 years, self-releasing, loads of fun. And I love Melodics. For those of you guys who are here from my channels, honestly, Melodics is such a cool app and program. It's free to download, and the Paper Tiger lessons that we're going to talk about today are also free for us to jam with. But I love Melodics because for two reasons. Number one is it's super good for helping me tighten up with my finger drumming. So playing hard rhythms, complicated things, and it's really fun. It's a really fun way of practicing. And, you know, performing on stage and having to do like multi-rhythmic performances on different instruments, it's super cool to practice with Melodics and not sort of boring when you're just practicing the same riffs over and over of your song. The other reason I love it as a music producer is sometimes if I just need like a little bit of inspiration and also like warming up. If you go straight into a production session, sometimes I find, and you're just a bit like, oof, here we go then, let's get into it. And especially when you're not at that stage of like the easy fun part of the production, it's really nice when I just jump into Melodics and it gets me warmed up and it sort of gets me in that mode. And also it inspires like loads of new grooves too, grooves that I would never naturally finger drum. So I'll sort of play them on Melodics and I'll be like, oh, that's a cool groove. Yeah, so that's why I'm here. They're great, they're super cool. Small company in New Zealand who are doing awesome, and I really love them. So that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm doing the live stream with these guys. And yeah, they've released Paper Tiger as lessons that you can now play. So we're going to do that later on, guys. We're going to do that all together. So the way we're going to do this stream tonight, we're going to break down the whole production here. As you can see, I've got the session in front of me. I've made my mouse big, so hopefully you guys can see it all. We're going to go through this Ableton session, and then we're going to jump onto Melodics. You can all download it for free. You can all get this the lessons for free, and then we're going to have a jam. And then if you're up for it, guys, and you fancy doing a little story of yourself doing it, if you tag me and Melodics, we're going to make a big video of everybody jamming. So that would be really cool. And then we're going to do like a full-on Q&A, basically, where I'm going to try and answer loads of questions that you guys might have. I'm going to answer some of the questions as I go along, but yeah, probably mostly if you've got like a burning desire, big question, save it for later on. So yeah, let's jump into it, guys. Let's do it. So here's the session. Oh my God, let's have a little look at it. It's actually 60 tracks, 60 tracks here in this session. And guys, if I'm being honest, I produced this 3 years ago, right? And this was at the beginning of my like self-releasing career. So I really was trying to find my sound. So check this out. Look how many versions I made before I released it. Absolutely loads of different versions. June all the way up, look, to the final version I think is here. Which I finished in like January, I think it was. It went through a million different structures. Yeah, it was really a craft, I would say. I think I've become a bit more chilled out now when I'm producing. Now I'm just a bit like, oh, you know what? This sounds cool, and I've got a bit more confident over the years. But because this was only like my second sort of self-release, I think I just was taking it so seriously, just want it to be absolutely perfect. Of course, we still always want that when we're producing music, but of course I was trying to find my sound as well, so I was doing so much experimentation. I also produced this, guys, on a really, really crap Mac Mini, which was, oh man, it was horrendous actually. It kept crashing, it crashed so much. It was like a Mac Mini kernel panic. So some of the stuff in this project has been bounced down, but that's just from previous sessions. So when we come across that, I'll show you some of the tracks that have been like bounced down just to save on CPU. I'm guessing most of you here are music producers. Can I just like can you just let me know if you're not a music producer, so I can maybe explain things a little bit, maybe in a bit more depth, because otherwise we're going to be super nerdy, and some of you guys might be like, what the hell is she talking about? So give me a little holler if you are not a music producer. So far, I don't see anyone who says they're not, but mind you, streams are delayed, so I'll just wait 2 seconds for that. But yeah, so this was my second self-release put it out on, I think I put it through AWOL, which is like one of these distribution sites. Very new. Thanks, Mark. That's cool. Keep it nerdy, okay. Yep, this is good, guys. Yeah, let me know like what you're thinking, because obviously you guys are from all over the world, and you know, we'll have a variation of levels in the group here. So yeah, so first of all then, guys, should we just play a little bit of it? Because I mean, you know, some of you might not have even heard it. So I'll play you a little bit, and just a quick disclaimer. This is obviously my project, but it would have gone on to be mixed and mastered as well. So this is my session, yeah? Okay, great. Everyone's, so we've got a couple of beginners here for a geek out. So let's have a little play of it first. Let's hope it's all gonna play.
Goodbye, yeah.
Cool, man. I mean, you guys are going to hear more of it as we go on, but wow, it's funny listening to this now and looking at this project, because I really remember the journey this project went on. It was one hell of a journey. And down here is a previous bounce, guys. I'll just show you. Check this out. Check it out a few, whatever, weeks before. This is an older version. This has never been heard before, guys, okay? This is what it did sound like, basically. Yeah, wow, it changed so much. I remember I sent it to a few friends and they just said, girl, you've got way too many ideas in this track. So I ended up really simplifying it and keeping the same bass line the whole way through. But yeah, let's jump into it now, guys. Let's start, from the top. So what have we got here? We've got the main vocal, and I'm just gonna point out to you guys that all of these purple tracks from here down to here in the production are all vocals. So everything that's highlighted here is a vocal, whether that's something textural, something effect, some duplicate layer. Yeah, there's just a lot of details there. So here's all the vocals, everything there in purple. Everything in orange here is all the percussive stuff and the drums. And then all my green stuff here is the bass. So all the basses I've used. But you can see I pretty much kept the same bass line with that which is just an F and an A and a D, then an F and an A and a D, and that was just the bass line pretty much the whole way through the song. Don't think it changes at all. Here's all my keys sounds, cheeky little things like the bells, and here's all my like FX stuff. So like my sweeps, my crashes, my risers. I think you Americans call them risers. We call them, well, I call them sweeps and crashes and that. So yeah, so there's the project, like in a nutshell. And let's start here. We'll solo stuff and I'll talk you guys through things. So at the moment I've got my automation A on. So if I hit A, it turns off the automation, but let's leave it on because I think it's interesting for you guys to see. So here's my lead vocal here. And you can see I've got major automations here with the send, with the descend, which is just a delay. Lovely little UAD. I'm a big fan of Universal Audio, Lexicon 224 digital reverb. So that's my descend. So that's what's heavily automated. And I have just posted, guys, literally 2 days ago, like a massive vocal production video over on my YouTube channel where I talk about all these little things. And how I would describe all these red lines here is a sparkle. So it's basically the sparkly effects that fill the gaps. So I like to do vocal automations that fill the gaps. So let's have a little listen to it, guys.
I've seen pride come before a fall. Too proud to back down at all.
Okay, cool. So you can hear that vocal is actually sounds pretty processed, but there's not loads of effects on here, and that's because this vocal I made it in probably the previous session and bounced it down. And the reason why it sounds like this kind of cute sound is because when I was working on this Paper Tiger track, I felt when I just sung it in my own voice, I've seen pride come before a fall. Whoa, I'm so not warmed up and been drinking beer and eating biscuits, but it just didn't sound cool. So, and for ages I was like, is it the melody? What's wrong with it? Why does it sound so? It just didn't really work. So what I did was I actually pitched down the rest of the instrumental a semitone, and I recorded the whole lead vocal a semitone lower, and then I put it back into Ableton and pitched it up a semitone. So it's got this really cute sound.
I've seen pride come before a fall.
And I actually do that quite a lot, guys. Like if I'm recording something and I think, oh, it doesn't sound cute enough, or it doesn't quite work with my tone, I'll sometimes record stuff at a lower pitch. But this is so interesting. Well, sorry, I mean, if I say so myself here. So I'm just going to show you a few other things, right, that I found. So I only just opened this session like just before this stream because I thought better check here what the hell's going on. But I found there's lots of tracks. I'm going to turn that up for you guys. There's loads of crazy stuff going on in this vocal, right? So this is a crystallizer. I can hear the effect. So Soundtoys Crystallizer, an amazing plugin. And it's bounced down again because, again, like I said, I had this Mac Mini and I was blowing it up. So I had to keep... It forced me to make decisions faster. So that's sort of underlying under there. I've also got another FX channel for the lead vocal here. So check this out as well. And then all together.
I've seen pride come before a fall.
So that's just the lead vocal, like itself. It's got obviously the channel here with a what we got on here. We've got our little de-esser on here, and we've got our EQ, because obviously that with that crazy high pitch vocal, like the semitone pitch vocal thing. So we've got just a few bits of effects on here, but mainly the whole sound is coming from, we've got other channels as well.
I've seen pride come before.
So we'll keep going through here, guys. So then we've got a formant effect. So let's have a little listen to this. So this is like one of my major things that I like to do for transitions, and that is reversed reverb tails. So like I will add like a major reverb to this channel, like a Valhalla or something down here. In my effects, I'll add a big Valhalla verb, I'll slap it on really, really long decay, and then I'll record it into a new audio channel and then reverse it, and then this is what makes these really cool, like, you know, little swells. and then it goes dry then into the verse. Really subtle, but these things make a massive difference. So there's a little FX here as well. So I'll keep going through the channels. I've separated out the verse 2 here. Is everyone following okay? So how does your vocal sound when you play it live? Yeah, good question. Actually, you'll laugh, guys. It's quite, because that vocal's really high. I've seen, like I said, I'm not warmed up. But when I play it live, I actually change the melody. I'll do, I've seen bright. So I changed it a bit because when I was performing it live, especially if it was the first song, I was really nervous and I have to come in with this note. And I was like, oh God, no, I need to take the pressure off myself. So I did change the note a little bit. So, and also in the video, guys, the actual video on YouTube of the performance, I just sing it normally. But in this produced version, I wanted to have that cool, like high-pitched sort of sound. So let's have a look. So yeah, that's our verse here. And then if we carry on going, this is when our BVs start to come in. So we've got quite a few layers of BVs here now. That one's confusing, isn't it? Nothing there, so I'll just delete that. There's a lot of bounce down stuff here. So yeah, so here we go, and this is the cool Tiger build. So I've got sort of 2 channels of BVs here, which would be and what's this one here as well? This looks like some sort of that's a mistake. If you're gonna give, you gotta take the hit. And then in the mix, you think you're always right. So they're actually really quiet, but it just gives that like extra 3 layers to like thicken it out when it gets to a new section. It's always good when you come to new sections to sort of like switch up the processing a bit. Again, this is in my vocal production video, and it's point number 1, tell a story. Yeah, we got some more BVs here. I see a paper tiger. We got our ascend here. So our ascend, woo, what's going on here? We've got Valhalla reverb here, the large hall. This is my ascend. Please say that's set. Oh gosh, look guys, mistakes all over this project. This should be set to full wet because it's on ascend. Now you've got to bear with me. This was 3 years ago, yeah? So I was learning, as we say. Wow. Obviously got a bit excited with the Fab Filter there. LFO tool, that looks like it's automated. I still do this a lot. Love this. Ah, yeah, cool. So I've got a sidechain reverb send here, which is really cool for adding like movement to the vocals. If I solo that. For a bit of pulse in there, EQ'd again. So let's go back to, wow, it's like a little minefield, isn't it, this session? So yeah, so there's like the main vocals there. Let's shrink stuff down. And what have we got here on this? Yeah, this is what I wanted to show you. So here we go, here is the Tiger build, which I've done with a little Alter Boy Sound Toys plugin. Absolutely love it. Yeah, this is a great plugin. And actually, when I was on an earlier version of this session, I had it going like tiger, 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 like that. But I thought it sounded a bit too Justin Timberlake. So I decided to do my own RKC style and yeah, just do like a 4-man thing on it. So that's the little build up there. So let's have a listen. I see a paper tiger, no real fight, no fire. I see a paper tiger. And then here we go, we got an extra like drier sort of vocal here underneath as well. All these are just adding to the overall effect of the vocal sound. So the chorus is cool though. Let's get that. Paper tiger, I sussed you and said goodbye, yeah. Okay, so we're at the chorus now, guys. We're still on the vocals. So just for anyone who's just joined, we're still on the vocals. We're looking through the Paper Tiger session, and yeah, we just got to the chorus. So, wow, let's have a look at this, guys. Here we go. We have got, I can't even count on the spot. How many channels is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 vocal channels here for this massive, like, So you can hear I've got like the, and I've also definitely pitch shifted them up an octave. So let's see if any of these are pitch shifted up. So we'll find them now. Where are they hiding? Or I could have bounced them down already. But yeah, so this is basically like just a load of layers. Let's turn off all the effects. Let's see what it sounds like without any of these effects on. It would sound pretty, oh my God, how is there so many? That one's automated. Here we go. Whoa, warning, warning. It's gonna be loud. So, yeah, this sounds, wow, I'll just pull this down a little to play that again. So it sounds obviously like you guys can see, like totally different. So that would sound in the mix. I don't even know. Should we listen to it? Ugh. Sounds horrible. Let's get the effects back on. So this OTT is, I don't know, this one might even be free actually. It's the same people who make the LFO tool, but this just really sort of shapes the sound. Yeah, can I just warn you? Yeah, let's just do a quick warning. This is RIP headphone users. I'm so sorry, guys. Just to, yeah, we'll put the compression back on in a second. But yeah, this plugin is free. Thanks, Tom. It's really cool. It just sort of it's a creative plugin, I think. It's a compressor, but it compresses in such a crazy way that it can really change your sound and make stuff sound awesome. So highly recommend checking this out, XFEROTT. I'm really scared to press play because you guys are all gonna have your headphones ears burned. But here we go. It's automated as well, look. So can I pull it down a bit? Don't want to mess up with the levels too much. So, sorry guys, just to warn you. Let's keep that in the effects. So, it really needs this LFO, doesn't it? And the other one. It's cool, isn't it? Jeez, I forgot about that. I'm gonna have to just get this chain and use it again. But I would just, the way I produce these days, see, I would probably just do this so differently. I'd probably use like a Sound Toys micro shift. I'd use the decapitator. I'd use either like Gatekeeper, which is another really cool LFO kind of tool. But yeah, so there is the massive chorus vocal. What's this part? So this is just like
gotta take the hit. That's fake for you, don't put, and you're already legit. I see it, paper tiger. No real fight, no.
Wow, I didn't know that was there. It's underneath.
See it, paper tiger. No real fight, no fire. I see it, paper tiger. I sussed you and said goodbye,
Yeah, so there is our chorus, guys, and here is the sample that comes in sort of like half, which sounds pretty cool, and this is so fun. Little spoiler alert, this sample is in our keys melodics lesson, so we're going to play that later on. And when I arranged my live performance, I put this sample on a pad on like one of my controllers, and I turned off the global quantization up here, which is turned off in this session too, and I could just be like paper tiger. So when I was bored and I'd be like rehearsing and procrastinating, I would just stand there and hit that pad. Yeah, that's a rubbish story. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but okay. And what else have we got here then? So yeah, cool. So what I've basically showed you guys is like the singing vocals, so the ones that are like telling the lyrics, telling the story. There's so much more vocals in the session, which are basically used as instrumentation and layers and textures. So here's a cool little loop. Let's turn off these, shall we? Ooh. Ooh. Wow, listen to... I tell you what, like sidechain, LFO, gatekeeper, these types of plugins can just... I can't imagine producing without them. Like, how would we produce without sidechain? It just wouldn't... I wouldn't be a producer right now. Yeah, so then we got this cool little sample here. So you can hear they're coming in like rhythmic stabs. 3, 4. And again. You hear that crystallizer thing in the mix then as well, yeah? And then let's go back to the top because I'm... So there's a major vocal sample down here, space riff. Now, if I went back into an earlier session, I could show you exactly how I made it, but it would be an absolute guesswork which session it would be. And this was basically a vocal that I put into Ableton Sampler. And then I would have added probably Little Altar Boy, Decapitator, just a Sound Toys party on it. Probably blew up the CPU on my Mac Mini, probably made it crash, but then I would have had to freeze and flatten it and then take the audio and then put it back into a simpler, and then yeah, here we go. But I actually play this sample live as well, so I've got the original simpler. I remember when I made this, I was like, yeah, because I think before it would have just been, you know, which is cool, but nowhere near as cool as... Okay, there's another vocal I'm trying to find. Can you guys hear it? Like the... where is that vocal? Is it... Where is it? There's like a droney vocal. Ah, there it is. So this... Oh, cool. So this is like a droney vocal that I probably chopped up from somewhere. And it's got the same processing. It's in this big group. So yeah, that's kind of the intro actually. Just that little vocal, the space riff and the bass. And then you hear that tiger, tiger, tiger thing again. Where is it? But yeah, so geez, it's actually making me tired looking at all this production. Oh my god. Some songs I produce, you know, it flows, it's easier than others. You start a tune and you finish it quickly and you're like, oh, that was really easy. And then other songs are just the complete opposite, and you're into it and you like it, but it's just taking you so long and it feels like every step is really quite hard and you just have to really work at it to get there. And this is definitely what happened with this session. It was always fun, but it was definitely an Everest of the music productions, as we would say. So we'll go into the drums and the bass now. Is everyone cool? Everyone's cool. Let me just check what the chat's saying. Ah, Emma. Yeah, after this live stream, I'll hear such different things. And so, yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, it's mad, isn't it? There is a lot of layers to these productions, and obviously when you play stuff like this to your family, and they're just like, yeah, it sounds cool, and they don't really get how much sort of blood, sweat, and tears have gone into it. Thanks, Tom. Yeah, glad you guys are enjoying. How's the tea, guys? Is it still hot? I'm gonna drink some of this beer. Cool, man. Yeah. So let's go now, guys. Let's go into the bass and drums then, yeah? As you guys heard earlier, this project started off very, very, very not hot anymore. No, tea's not hot anymore. It started off very, very differently. And if we go to the Finder window again here, you can see all the sessions. Here's a verse. Oh, look, remember I said about that pitch shift vocal? Verse for pitch. So you can hear how different. MIDI to pitch down, high effect. So this, right, guys, bounce for lyrics would have been the bounce I use when I don't have any words, and I bounce it out from Ableton and I go off somewhere, probably just go and sit on the sofa basically with with my laptop, and I try to work out some words. Hey, Dasat, play the whole thing. We sort of have gone through it. I'll play it again in a sec, yeah? I just want to show you guys, again, I was just saying about the journey this track's been on. This is a really old version, yeah? And this is the version before the lyrics existed. Is there any words? See, when I listen to that, there are obviously really cool things about that, and I'm like, oh man. But when you are producing a song, you have to make decisions to make sure that things move well into each other, and sometimes that means losing great bits of that, but at the end of the day, you need to make sure that you can flow easily from that section to that section, so you have to make these compromises, So, okay, I'm gonna just play a little bit of the whole thing for Dasap here. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. And then we're going to talk about the drums and the bass. So let's play a bit of the later one. Let's go from here. One more cool vocal to show you guys. Okay, cool. That was just a little snip for Dasap, who may have joined a bit later on. So, okay, cool. Let's look at the drums then, guys. So here you can see, when I think the beginning of this song, when I was writing it, I was actually just chilling. And I think I was just chilling with Ableton. I didn't have any synths or anything. In fact, I think I only had one synth when I wrote this song, and it would have been Arturia Mini Brute. Did I even have it then? I think I had the Arturia Mini Brute, and I definitely had the King Korg. It's just a quick question: is this an effect or chops on that vocal track? That would have been chops. Yeah, that's definitely chops. So just from using Ableton Simpler. But cool. Okay, Moss, so let's go back now. So this was the first, here's a little sample we got. That sounds pitch shifted. And look, I think it's one of those like Ableton ones. Another just loop. So I found these cool loops in Ableton. You can hear I've like EQ'd off the low end of this. That way I could make room for like my own kick and stuff. Some hi-hats here. So these would be some drum kits from just like samples I've downloaded. These two I think are from Ableton stock. And then here we go. So I've got my kick drum here, is it? So I'll just solo that main beat again, which is basic kick and a snare. And you can see, oh God, the Mac Mini, the poor baby, it would have died. And that's why this is frozen and flattened as well. And then we've got an extra punchier kick here as well, guys. Like a mid-range kick. 2 actually. Because this one on its own is cool, but it's like low and thuddy, it won't cut through. So an extra little kick there. Then we got, this looks like a sample from somewhere. Extra little hi-hat. I mean, that is really, really simple, isn't it? That is the most simple beat you've ever heard. Let's put the rest back in. Well, with some of those loops, with some of the extra loops, it sounds a bit better. Yeah. But it's still pretty flipping simple. What is this? This loop call? Jeez, I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. It sounds like a wasp. That's why I've got my wasp killer, you know, for when I'm producing things that sound like wasps. But yeah, all together though, it's really, really simple, but I think it's got like a cool little vibe. We got an extra clap here. Now that's essential, isn't it? And we got another clap here as well. And then in the mix, let's have a little listen. And let's look how they like vary, guys. So we got some semi-quavers in here, semis, lovely. And let's have a listen. These are like our sort of snare rolls or like sweeps and stuff like that. They're cool. Yeah, nice. I love woody sort of sounds. And now, to be honest, I love to record my own percussion and like just chop it up and make it sound cool, distort it, add loads of effects like that. But like I said, this was really early in my producing days, so I would have just been dragging in loops from wherever and trying to make them all sit and sound cool. And so like the drums really are just kind of loops in a way. There's nothing too intricate. There's some cheeky timbales down here. What are these? That's cool. So we got our little Devil Lock Deluxe on here. These would have been a sample that I chopped up as well, definitely. And if we turn off our Devil Lock and all our auto pan and ooh. Sounds mad different. Ableton, little compressor here, Devil Lock really brings it to life. And then obviously I'm just getting rid of the low end on there because I don't want that to clash with the other sort of low ends on my other drums and things like that. So, so we got the little timbales. And I can also hear like some bells. Can you guys hear some bells in there? There's definitely, have a little listen again. I'll see if I can find them. I've seen pride come before a fall. Listen to them. You would never notice that. I've seen pride come before a fall. So actually, I don't know where, but I always like to try and do this when I'm producing, guys, and that is like cover the whole spectrum of frequency. So I'm not saying like I'm gonna fill every frequency with something really prominent, but like the high end there, let's take it away. I've seen pride come before a fall. I mean, you don't have to fill it, but then you fill it. It's very subtle. I've seen pride come before a fall. And I think it just adds a bit more depth to a production. Well, I think it does, and that's why I do it, because sometimes I hear tunes and I'm always really impressed, right, when it's just like one part, one vocal. And if that sounds awesome, then that's a sign of a really good producer. Because I always find that really hard to like, I always struggle with the verse one, because I want to have it quite stripped back. But then when it's just really bare, I think it sounds rubbish. So I always try to like subtly like fill each frequency. and that's kind of how I like to produce. But I would say out of all the sections, generally when I'm producing in songs, the hardest part is a verse 1. That's for me anyway, sonically. I don't know if any of you guys agree on that, but yeah, it's sort of, that's always my struggle, verse 1, because I just don't want to have all these parts in it, but then I want it to sound cool. Yeah, so let's go back to drums again.
I've seen pride come before a fall.
This is our wood stuff. I'm gonna name this.
Too proud to back down at all.
I also think I turned up that cray too much at the start of this session. It's like really loud now. So let's turn that down. Yeah, so the drums, in terms of variation, there's not like any crazy choppy stuff. It's just all a set of different loops, kind of changing when they're coming in and out. So we've got like the hip hoppy kind of one in the intro, but it sort of drops out around here. When I produce now, I try to add a little bit more interest in the drums. So I love toms. I add like loads of tom fills, and I try to do little things like beat repeats and just add like little bits of interest. But you know, back in the day, I would just be like, couple of loops, make them sit well together. But when I was doing the mixing process for my album, it was actually a nightmare because I had like way too many loops of drums. So I'm trying to be like a bit more, just keep things a bit more simplified now. I'm really loving the XLN plugin. That's really cool. So yeah, okay guys, let's am I good? What's the time? 45 minutes on this. So let's have a little look at the bass now, yeah? So are you guys all still with me? I'll just quickly answer a couple of questions. So subtle, thank you. It definitely has. Yeah, no, I definitely do not master my own songs up Taker. No, I don't do that. I've got Christopher Harris. He masters my tunes for me. Also, this really cool online company called Audio Animals. I think it's like £35. They mastered the whole of my album actually. But yeah, and Christopher Harris mixed the album as well, and also Ben Siddle mixed this tune actually, so I didn't even mix it in the end. Don't forget that. Cool. So any reason why the high percussion is in stereo? Do you pan them? Oh yeah, I always like to try and pan stuff and give each, like, you know, everything a space in the mix. So if that's panning, if that's frequency, just, you know, just to make room for everything. So let's go on now to the bass, guys. And so this is the towel. Yeah, this is the towel plugin, which I don't know if I even have anymore, but I remember before I used to have like loads of synths. Obviously I've got a few now. I used to love this plugin, and it's got a good chorus one. So yeah, towel plugin for this bass. And you can hear, let's have a little look at the automation here. So the automation is quite detailed for this bass. And we've also got an auto filter here, which just creates a little bit more rhythm. Wow, and check out the automation on the saturator as well. I love doing this with bass, like just again, like making the bass have its own thing, you know, giving it, treat the bass like a vocal. That's how I do it. The bass is so important. Not always can you treat it like a vocal, obviously, if it's just like a sub. But if you've got some characteristic bass tones, you know, show it some love, add some automations to it. And yeah, you can see I've automated the saturator, the drive, the bass here, this is very, very subtle, but the amount of LFO here, and the actual main filter itself. And this is one, and this bass line just plays the whole way flipping through. And then that's doubled with a sub here from Zebra. This is a really cool little plugin. Basically, before I had synths, I just used to rinse this plugin. It's really good, actually. It's got loads and loads and loads of sounds. So there's my sub. And then, what other bass have we got here? Oh, I forgot my shaker, guys. Little shaker there in the drums as well. Bass low, bass high. Okay, so now, right, cool, man. Now this is definitely the mini brute. You can see big fat chunk of audio there. Played pretty hot as well. And then, yeah. So here's my mini brute. And guys, this is the top trick here for making bass interesting. Check this out down here, down in the audio clip itself, the transient. So you can see I've put it down to 116. Check this out, if I pull this back up to 100, what happens to the bass? Oh, hang on, this one needs to go like that as well. Jeez. So look at the difference it makes when you can make such cool rhythms by messing with the, I don't even know how to call this, the transient. Yeah, so this was probably just a long note on the mini brute. Obviously there's loads of effects on it as well. And I played with the transient to make it sound more like ripply. And there's the subversion. Let's play these two together. I mean, it sounds quite muddy, doesn't it? What's this now? And then, what the hell is this? I think we got another little bass coming in here. And here we got like a, I love this, the micro shift. This is like a stereoizer plugin, so then that comes in and it's a little bit wet as well, so it just adds an extra little bit of something. Actually, was that even turned on? Oh gosh, I'll have to watch back this stream. Anyway, whatever. I don't even know if it was turned on or off, but I was gonna say, how the hell can you hear that in the mix anyway? I do not know. So there's our basses, guys. We've got 4 altogether. So we've got the Tal, we've got the Zebra sine wave, and then we've got the 2 little mini brutes together, which is cool. And now let's keep moving down. We've looked at the space riff, which was a vocal sound. And there's not really, like I said, I didn't have any synths. So I had my King Korg, and that's how I played this little part. Oh, it's really cute. Sounds like an ice cream van. Let's take off the effects. That, I know that sound. It's 149 on my King Korg, and it's the whirly. Lots of automation. We've got Zebra in there as well. What's that doing then? I think it's just doubled it up. Yeah, nice. I do that quite a lot with the synths. Like, just double stuff up. You might not think it needs it, but just gives it like a fuller texture. And in the mix,
Take the hit, that's fake for you, don't put and you're already legit. I see a paper tiger, no real fight, no fire. I see a paper tiger, I sussed you and said goodbye, yeah.
I hope when you guys are listening to it now, you're probably like, oh my god, I know what all these sounds are now. I know what they are in the mix. Because basically, that's pretty much it, you know. We've got all the vocals, which is a huge chunk. We've got the drums, which is just a load of loops. We've got 4 different bass sounds. And then we got, yeah, a couple of the other extra vocal loops, like the 80s sample, which would be vocal chops, definitely.
I see a paper tiger.
Timbali's moment in the song.
I see a paper tiger, no fight, no fire.
my God. And when you talk about it like that, isn't it? It sounds simple, but it really wasn't simple to get to that stage. So that is my session, guys, for Paper Tiger. And yeah, oh my God. And it's so cool that obviously I met up with Melodics in LA. I think it was 2000 and I don't know when it was. I can't remember. And they made And I Breathe, another one of my songs, a lesson. And then we were talking about to do another lesson, and it was like, I was like, let's do Paper Tiger. It's like still one of my favorite tunes that I've ever made, and it would be really cool to have that as a Melodics lesson. So it's so awesome. I send everything to Melodics, and then they create these wicked lessons where you can kind of play along. So we're going to jump into that now. But before we do that, just while I'm still in the session, do you guys want to just hit me with any questions quickly, and I'll try and answer some. I'm getting really hot in here. I think it's the headphones warming my head up. So, but yeah. So let's just see. I'll just quickly answer a couple of questions here. Oh, thanks, Emma. I have got loads of stuff, Emma, on my Patreon as well, my Patreon platform. It's really nice. There's some absolute amazing people in there who are so sweet, but I share the whole sessions, so you can like get the whole session if you want over on the Patreon, and there's a few more tutorials and stuff like this. But also my Instagram, there's loads of stuff on there to like learn about Ableton. How long did it take to produce this? Yeah, it took 6 months to produce this from beginning to end. So a long time. I don't think any other track I've made has taken this long. But like I said at the start of this session, this was like when I was kind of still trying to find my sound and trying to like discover who I was as like a music producer. I love the high C going into the verse on this song. Oh, thank you, Semik. We were talking about that. How it was hard to sing live. So am I in a cult? No, definitely not. Cool, man. So any tips for lowering the CPU overload with many tracks? Yeah, basically freeze and flattening. And you can, so what you can do is save as new version and then freeze and flatten, so you've still got everything in the old sessions if you want, you know. So for example, even though I've frozen flattened some of the stuff here, if I go back to an older session, I'll have the original things. So any tips for lowering and yeah, standard go-to vocal chain. So what I like to start with is a bit of, what do I like to start with actually? It's a toss-up between EQ and compression. I actually think I mostly start with compression, so like 1176 or like Fairchild, all the universal audio stuff, all the Wave CLA, because I like starting with compression because it can give it like a bit of a flavour, and then I probably EQ after that, which is probably the wrong way round, because obviously some of the flavours that I'm going to find in that compression will need to be EQ'd differently, if that makes sense. So probably and obviously de-essing, compression, EQ. But I've got a video on that, Tom, as well, actually, which I'll send you. So I'll send you that video. But yeah, I like to start with compression because it's like more fun and it kind of gets more of a sound first. And then Echo Boy is like the first creative plugin I probably go to. Which computer are you using? This is an iMac. Let's check about this Mac. You guys can see this, yeah? That is my computer right now. So on average, on average, I'd say, Caro, it can really vary. Like if I've got like time to just like produce my own tunes, you know, it can take anything from, I don't know, a week to a month. So, but obviously we have to like balance kind of making tunes with other things that I kind of do, like my YouTube channel and other production work that I'll be doing. It's actually real, you guys won't believe me, but it's still like a real luxury for me when I can just be like switch off and just go and make RKC tunes for a week, because obviously we got to try and balance it with making a living. So and luckily I do other music jobs to do that, which is great. But yeah. But you know how it is, guys. We're all in this together. Do Do you think you can create good level drum with Ableton stuff? Yeah, definitely. Like, to be honest, I love, if I was gonna say, right, get one set of plugins as well as Ableton, just get the sound toys, and then you'll be good to do creative stuff. Like, but Ableton plugins, I use them all the time, and there's always like alternatives for the sound toys in Ableton, but obviously it's just maybe I'm used to sound toys and I love how they are, but you can definitely don't need them to recreate some of those sounds. You just maybe need to be a little bit more, take a bit more time to craft those delays and things like that. Hi Rachel, found you the day from New. Just want to say I love it. Thank you, Ebunk. I'm gonna actually finish that track because obviously that was a live performance, the No Deeper Escape. I'm gonna produce it up a little bit, and yeah, I'm really happy to say, guys, that next week I've carved some time out to produce some new music. So I'm gonna hopefully get some tunes out because my album dropped in October. So that's ages ago. So I'm gonna try and get some new tunes out soon. Okay, cool. So sound toys is on sale this month. Do it, guys. You won't regret it. I promise. They're so fun. Andrew Huang, I told him, dude, you gotta get these. And he was like, yeah, gotta get them. And now I think he loves them too. Okay, but guys, let's have a bit of fun now, okay? We're gonna open up Melodics. So if you guys don't have Melodics yet, just download it. It's really easy. It's free to download. I'm gonna quit Ableton. Quit Ableton. Do I save it? That's the thing. Don't save because I don't know what we did. Okay, cool. So I've got Melodics up here. So yeah, for those of you guys who don't have it, download it. It's free. And then the lessons, the Paper Tiger lessons, are free as well. So if you download it and then search my name and Paper Tiger, I'm sure you all know how to spell it, don't know why I'm telling you this, and the lessons should come up. So what I want us to do, right, this is gonna be so funny, we're just gonna have some fun here and we're gonna play some lessons. So I'm in performance mode. I'm gonna just give you guys a minute to get your sessions up. So yeah, type to me like an R when you've got your Melodics up and you're ready to go. So then I know. In the meantime, I'll have a bit of beer. Oh God, yeah, no pressure, flippin' heck. So I'm gonna start as well with, so guys, there's 3 types of instruments. So for those, yes guys, yes, this is awesome. And yeah, so there's 3 instruments that you can use. Obviously I don't have a drum kit here, like a MIDI drum kit, but I do have push. I also have like other MIDI controllers, even no hardware. Caro, you can use your computer keyboard or you're on your phone. If you're on your phone, I don't think you can do it. But if you're on a laptop, you can use it using a computer keyboard. Yeah, it's really fun on here. Like it goes like kick, snare, kick, snare. So as PC and Mac, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so what we're gonna do, guys, should we start with the pads? So let's get the pads and then lessons. So there's so many cool lessons here. Let's find me. Okay, here I am. I've got 2 lessons here, And I Breathe and Paper Tiger. And it's basic syncopation and it's grade 5. So yeah, no worries, Caro. You go for it. Get it downloaded and get your what's it called? Your phones ready, guys, because we're gonna do a little. If we can all story ourselves and tag Melodics and me, and then the guys at Melodics gonna make a little sort of fun little vid of us all jamming Paper Tiger. So, and yeah, maybe turn your speakers up as well. I don't think I can because we'll get feedback because I've got a big shotgun mic right in front of me up there. So, okay. Cool, man. Yeah, download it, Emma. Let's do it. Well, these guys download. So let me go into my preview. Cool. That sounds like a great lesson that I'd like to learn. Thanks. So I'll let you guys carry on. couch headphones. I'm playing guitar with downloads. La 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 la. Amazing. So yeah, you guys, Caro, and anyone who doesn't have hardware, you can just use your like laptop thing. And Melodics are here as well, guys, so they can help you if you are a bit stuck. But what I've done now, here it is. I've got my push set up to play. Yeah, this is so funny. Oh god, no pressure. So, okay, cool. So we'll just, should I give you guys 1 minute? Fire a question away, guys, while we just wait. Oh, am I on step 4? Should we go, can I go back? Lesson steps. Ah, yeah, let's go back. Yeah, there we are. I think I'm on step 1 now. There we go. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I did have a quick practice because where was it yesterday? So I just thought, how hard is this gonna be? And I didn't want to embarrass myself. So, but I've only had 1 practice. So yeah, if you guys want to fire a question while we wait for Emma. How do I get my push instead of my Novation launch pad? I think you can use your launch pad as well, Emma. But I'll get Sarah to help you out now, who's chatting there. So, all right, guys, should we do it? Should we do step 1? Okay, I'm gonna do it. Let's do it. So maybe you might want to like in a second mute me so that you can hear yourself. Otherwise, you're gonna hear like a crazy amount of drums. So, okay, you ready? Let's do it. This is the pads lesson for Paper Tiger. Step 1. Okay, get your stories out, guys. Let's do it. 2, 3, 4. Okay, 100 out of 100. What did you all get, guys? Come on, I want to know. I want to know the scores. Tell me the scores. Scores on the doors. I'm getting really hot in here. Whew. Guys, I have actually got, okay, this is not porn. I have got a tiger bra on. If you guys can see all that. Oh yeah, I'm tiger to the bone. So I'm gonna watch this back and be really embarrassed. But yeah, okay, what did you do? I wanna know, what's the scores? Scores on the doors. How do we all do? 88, not bad. 79, not bad. Oh no, Carol, I failed in every way. I've got the software but can't find your lesson. Okay, so you wanna go to pads, type in Rachel K. Collier and type in Paper Tiger. But if it's stressing you out, Caro, don't worry. Just watch what we do and then do your story, and then it doesn't matter if you're not doing it right now. Okay, where can I find the lesson? Yes, Emma, she's in 85. Savage. Go on, Tom. Do you know what? It's funny, isn't it, with this Melodics? Because when I got it first, I'm not gonna lie, it was just like a kick and a snare, and I thought, oh, this is easy, like da da da. But then it's not that easy. It really sort of monitors how hard and how tight you guys are. So it's a really, really good way of practicing your musicality as well. Cool. So let's carry on, guys. What's next? Oh, this is hard, I think. Let's listen to it. Okay, does everyone hear that? So we've got like a... Couldn't help myself with that one. Right, let's do it. Emma's getting it. Emma's getting it. Caro, you'll be there, babe. You'll be there tomorrow, whatever it was. you'll get it. I tried the two-step, but it's a whole new level. All right, let's do it, guys. I'm gonna go. Oh no, right. Ready? 2, 3, 4. I don't know how funny this looks. Shit. Whew, it's definitely harder. There's definitely, but I did practice once, so, you know, I'm not a newbie to it. So, all right, scores on the doors, guys. What do we all get? I got, what was it? 93. Scared, it's quite quiet out there. I always forget about this streaming delay. 60. Oh, Tom 95, you beat me. I got 20, need to practice. Go on, Tom. Yes, Ryan, you can do it. Haha. This is grade 5, mind, actually. This is quite hard. So obviously the idea is if you're new to Melodics, you sort of start at grade 1. So Mark, don't worry, it was 0. This is quite fun, isn't it? Cool. Caro's still setting up, way beyond me. Okay, amazing. All right, guys, you guys are not too bad. So let's do, should we do the next step? Right. Oh, I didn't even listen to it. Oops. Should we just listen to it quickly? I'll do a quick story. Midstream. We're having a massive Melodics jam. Come and join in. Twitch.tv/MelodicsHQ. God, I can't speak. Right, there we go, guys. Is that unprofessional? I'm just doing a quick story. You guys all do yours as well. Melodics HQ. Come join us. Actually, no one could even hear that audio. It's going to sound terrible to them because I got headphones on, but never mind. Right. Okay, should we do it? Let's go. We're going to do the next step. Okay, here we go, here we go. This one's fun. Oh shit, guys, don't mean to brag, but I got 100. What's the scores on the doors? Oh, it's not the same with keys, I promise. Oh, Ryan, 0. Okay, don't worry, you've just got to start on grade 1 and work your way up to it. I'm adding to many Paper Tiger samples, it's too fun. Yes, 88. Oh, damn, Tom. Don't know what happened. Yes, guys, this is good. This is great. By the way, guys, Tommy Leaps here is in a band called Ben and City, which are one of my favourite bands. They're so cool. They supported me on a headline show, and we were going to play a show together, but obviously it got cancelled because of Corona. But they've got a new tune out called Hold Them Close, and I've done a remix for it. So I don't know when it's coming out, but yeah, go and check out Ben and City, Tom's band, because they are super cool. Yes, Tom is a super cool guy. We had a fun time at South by Southwest, and yeah. So 24 on my second take after 0 twice. Yeah, it is grade 5, dude, so don't worry. Laptop is packed. Oh, Sally. Yeah, do them tomorrow, babe, and still do a little story and stuff, and we'll get it. We're gonna make our little video. 82 points. Go on, Em. Is that your first go as well? Oh yeah, thanks, Tom. I'm so happy you like the remix. I was worried. I didn't know if you guys were gonna like it. All right, guys, should we do the next step then? Emma's killing it here. Play the song. So we're basically gonna play the whole song. Should we do the whole song? May as well, innit? While we're here, and then we'll go on to our what's it called? Keys lesson. But I don't know how many of you guys will have the keys, but we'll see now, yeah. So let's just go for it, man. I know the tune, I think. Right, we ready, guys? Let's do it. 2, 3, 4. Here's a shaker. Let's do this, guys. Now you can listen to all the production bits. Oh no, we're going wrong.
So you can hiss hard with all your might. Pass the blame, think whatever you like. And in the end you'll fold before the fight. I wave my hands in your face, I ain't scared of your bite. I see a paper tiger.
Now it's just time to sing.
Fight no fire. I see a paper tiger.
Oh no.
I sussed you and said goodbye, yeah.
There's that 80s sample.
I see a paper tiger.
Now it's the raving bit.
I see a paper tiger. No fight, no fire.
Let's go. Listen to those keys, guys. Oh no, every time I talk, I go out. Woo! Giving myself a clap here, I don't know why, but yes. Okay, how did I do? 86. Oh God. I could have done better. It's because I was trying to tell you guys about the cool bits to listen to in the song, but every time I talk, I went out. So don't do that. I'm playing along with you because I'm not synced. No worries, Em. It's all good. Oh yes, Carrie, you got it to work. Amazing. Yes, guys. All right. Shall we just for fun, yeah? Because let's go. I'll show you guys a bit of the keys, right? So, playground. This is really cool. So for example, if you guys are a newbie, the playground, I think this is a new feature, am I right, from Melodics? It's really fun. I think it's just like a free-for-all. So then you can like practice the grooves that you've just sort of played and just like make stuff up. And then that's where you can then open your like DAW and the grooves you've just like played in Melodics, you know, different sounds, things like that, instant inspiration, which is really cool. But let's go and let's do our keys lesson. So let's go back to switch. We're going to switch instrument now, guys. And let's continue with the keys. And then I'm going to search for my lesson. So I'm going to search up here in the bar. There I am. And play lesson. Now, I haven't really practiced this one, right? So, okay, cool. So do you remember earlier when I said F, A, D? Now you can A, D. Now, obviously for the keys lessons, guys, you need a keyboard. So, yeah, and what you do is, I might just show you guys for the newbies here. Settings, you wanna, if you've got like a MIDI sort of keyboard, I've obviously got a few things plugged in here. This is my Prophet, and then I press map my controller, and I play the first key, and then the last key on my keyboard, and then Melodics kind of knows how many keys are on my keyboard. So when you're doing this tomorrow, or whenever you get round to doing it, just to show you. And then, you know, I've got my, what's it called? UAD, my sound interface here then. But you can do this with your computer audio as well. Yeah, cool. But let's have a little go on the keys lesson. And then what we'll do, guys, we'll do a little Q&A then to wrap it all up. And yeah, and like I said, make sure tag Melodics HQ on Instagram, and we'll make this fun video. It's been so nice hanging out with you. Oh, you've only got 32 controller. It might work, Tom. I don't know how many keys you need for it. Let's have a look. Play lesson. Oh, it's quite, I think it's a few actually. But this one's actually really hard. Grade 4, yeah? So let's do it. Ready? 2. So then this is really, but this is actually so cool, right? Even though I played keys, I learned like sort of different things, like hip hop keys and stuff, because I'm a bit rubbish really. I just play like major and minor chords. I love the way Melodics have recreated this bass as well. It's really cool. It's really cool. Like, actually, Sarah, while we're here, could you like you must have to use some like Flash programming software to do this, isn't it? But it's really, really awesome. Who I think is it Ruby who does it? It's really, really cool how you guys make this. So, learn the main hook. Let's have a listen. So this is awesome because this is like that vocal sound. Oh, is he? See, this is so cool. Like, if you, I mean, I shouldn't say this, but you could just like nick this sound and like use it in a production. So cool, man. So now, guys, I think I have to go. Oh no, it's really hard. Oh God, it's hard, this is. Right, let's try it. Oh God, I'm gonna really have to concentrate now. 3, 4. Oh, it's not the bass yet, thank God. So it seems simple. It seems simple, but when you're learning grooves, especially when you're doing your right and your left hand, it's really important that you just like play that one hand for ages. Right, this is when we got to put them together. Let's just jump in, yeah, and you guys can laugh at me being rubbish at this. Oh God, okay, we're ready? that is really hard, that one. Oh, look, and it tells you here if you were late or early or just misplayed. Very interesting. I think that's really interesting because when we're producing and when we're performing live, like if I'm like doing a shaker or whatever, you know, it's hard when you're in the moment to realize if you are pushing or if you're late. I usually push actually with everything. If it's singing, drumming, yeah, definitely with percussion, I'm always pushing. So anyway, yeah. Okay, guys, so I don't know how many of you are on the keys. So what we'll do is, yeah, make sure, like, literally, it doesn't matter if you do it later or whatever. Just do a little story, tag at Rachel K. Collier, at Melodics HQ, and Sarah's going to put together a super cool little vid of us all jamming, which I think will be really cool. But yeah, let's wrap this little sesh up. Just want to say thanks so much to all of you guys who have been here for a full like hour and a half. Super nice. I know it's like the internet is proper like busy at the moment and it's kind of hard to get people's attention, so thank you so much for staying here for so long and hanging out with me. It's really, really nice. And yeah, let me know like if you guys got any questions, like, you know, hit me with anything, whatever, mental health, you know, fashion, music, anything, beers, San Miguel, cats, anything you want to chat about. Let's just end on a nice little Q&A. Thanks, Sally. Thanks, Moss. Thanks, Mark. Just want to say thanks so much to Melodics as well. These guys are super awesome. And yeah, honestly, guys, if you are feeling a bit like writer's block, anything like that, just jump on Melodics and I bet you'll feel proper inspired to go and write some banging beats. Yeah, thanks, Basket, is it? What's your top tip for staying motivated in lockdown? Oh God, that's a hard one actually, Tom. I've been kind of busy, which is mad, but for staying motivated, you know what I like to do? I just make sure I listen to music, guys. Like, I go on Spotify and I go down the rabbit hole and I just find cool tunes. I think, right, when I listen to good music that I love, it makes me feel as good as when I'm making music myself. Like, so even earlier, right, I was working on a tune and I got a bit stuck actually. I didn't know whether I needed to have a B section, or I wish I would, if I felt brave enough, I would play you guys it, but I didn't know what to do, and then I just thought, oh no, I don't need a B section, I don't need another, it's still cool to keep the same bass line, you know, that works for a groove bass track. But I was having a shower and I put some tunes on and I heard this Caribou tune, I don't know what the title was called, and I heard just how they broke out of this, like, the bass line they were in and went into like a whole another section. And I only even heard it quietly, but I just immediately was like, that's what I need to do. And I just felt like, shit man, getting back in the studio, and I did another B section. So listening to music, Tom, that keeps me hyped for making tunes. Even your tunes though, I love Ben and City, you guys are awesome. So my cats interrupt my performance. Amazing. Cliche question, I'm about a month learning music. Any tips I should be focusing on? Okay, you're a month in. I think, Mark, you just need to have fun. Just any tips, I would say don't stress how you're doing. Should you be at a certain point sooner? The best thing... Oh gosh, what is that? Oh my God, hang on, sorry guys.
It's a moth.
Oh, it's a moth. Oh, sorry. Oh my God, I thought it was a bee. Right, I'm gonna just keep this here. Sorry guys, that's very embarrassing. Is it a moth? Oh my God, no, that's a hornet. Ben's in here, guys. Sorry, this is terrible. This is a terrible end to the stream. There's literally a hornet in here. Oh my God. Right, let's open the door. Right, we've got a cat and a hornet. Jesus Christ, that is huge. Whoa, sorry, excuse my language. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah, so, sorry, that really freaked me out. So my top tip for basically is to just have fun and basically get stuck in, and don't worry and don't judge yourself and don't compare yourself to other people. And I would just say make loads of different type of music and really experiment for a long time until you really feel like you know, you feel comfortable with something to release it. Don't rush, you know, if that makes sense. But top tips would be just to do something every day. Just have a little produce every day and dive into YouTube. There's so much cool stuff on YouTube as well, like loads of good sort of production tutorials. So I think what you should do is wake up in the morning, watch a tutorial, go and make a tune, don't judge yourself, do some melodics, and then come back and make another tune. But there's loads of cool like tutorial videos out there on YouTube. But yeah, sorry, I got really distracted. Oh my god, it's literally massive. But yeah, Cat and a Hornet is an EP name I'm stealing. Oh my god, guys, this is amazing. So I really hope you guys are all okay in lockdown. I'm going to answer George's question. So amazing for everything goes into any tips for artists just started, what gear to get you started. So George, this sounds cliche, right? But the only gear you need, well, in my opinion, is Ableton. If you guys get yourself Ableton and maybe like a simple MIDI controller, a pair of headphones, that's all you need. You only need an interface when you want to start like recording, when you want to use a microphone. Oh my god, it's huge.
Is it definitely hold up with the horn?
Oh Jesus, sorry guys, I might have to end the stream in a minute.
It's a moth, I'm sure.
Is it a moth? Oh no, this is so funny. Right, so any tips for artists, just that stuff. So yeah, just get yourself Ableton. Oh god, it's definitely Hornet. Right, okay, this is really, should I get the raid out?
Yeah, we'll go mad though.
Oh Jesus, okay, right guys, we're gonna have to, oh hang on. Right, I'm gonna do it on the stream. Right, hang on. Sorry, this is, what a way to end a live stream, hey?
You got it.
Oh yeah, I feel kind of guilty, but oh god. Tell you what, this stuff is good. This stuff is good. Right, okay, on that note, so I started Ableton Push while studying, best thing ever, learned, still love it. Yes, Emma, Ableton Push is wicked, it's the best. It is such a good controller. Oh god, I've got the giggles now, guys. That was terrifying. That was absolutely terrifying. Oh dear, okay. So, right, on that note, guys, I just want to say thanks so much to Melodics. Sarah, you're amazing. These guys are amazing. Go and download it. Go try Paper Tiger. I'm on Instagram. All the other, you know, hoo-ha. Go and check out Tom's band, guys. Ben and City, they're awesome. I can't even type. Tom, can you type your band in there? And yeah, I just want to say thanks for everyone who's joined. And cheers to that. I'm going to stop streaming. The Hornet's dead. Oh, fuck, it's not even dead. Hang on. Oh, jeez. I don't really like killing bugs, but in this case. Okay, right, no one's going to ever ask why have I got that spray by the side of me again. Okay guys, I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys hopefully again on the internet, and I wish you loads of luck with your melodics lessons. Please story me, story melodics. We will share it, and it's always really cool to watch you guys playing the songs. But that was loads of fun. Thank you so much, everybody. Kisses, kisses. The Hornet's dead. It's all good. Bye. Cool.